Hello, YouTube. It's Black Tiger Miner here on a Monday. And today we're going into why Caspa is better than Kadena or Kadena or however you want to say it. KAS versus KDA. So I was minding my business on YouTube earlier and I came across some comments where people are saying that Kadena is better than Caspa. So we're going to go over some Caspa numbers. Then we're going to get to a video where they're doing some comparisons. And I also saw it on Twitter where people are on Twitter saying the same thing. So first off, I'm biased because this is a Caspa channel, right? But I did see where Caspa had well, Caspa has this video where they're talking about Caspa versus KDA. And this is Jim Slimbum. I'm not exactly sure how to say his name, but Kadena is losing at all rounds. Constantly tries to tear down Caspa, in effect making themselves look bad. KDA doesn't even compare. So we'll just look at that real quick before we get into our numbers. Caspa equals Bitcoin, which is going to be the silver to Caspa's. Caspa will be the silver to Bitcoin's gold, right? Max supply, no fair launch, no ICO, no dev allocations driven by community, purely decentralized, secure, and no pre-mining. So that is some of the reasons why Casper is better than Kadena. And here is from the Caspa enthusiast, sorry. Instant transaction settlement, yes. Kadena, no. Proof of work, yes, is the fastest. Kadena also, yes. Bitcoin BTF, 1 second. Kadena, 30 seconds. Stateless money, yes. Kadena, no. Truly solves the trilemma. Let's just make this bigger. Truly solves the trilemma, yes. Kadena, no. Fair launch, no pre-mine, no pre-allocation. Caspa, yes. Kadena, no. Market cap in 180 days, 32 mil to 541 mil, up 169, 1,690%. 16x, 275 million to 222 million, loss of 20%. 381% up, and Kadena 215%. Next generation smart contracts, next generation smart contracts planning the stage, and Kadena is yes. So we'll actually get to the numbers. But remember, Caspa. To hell with Kadena. Again, Caspa. So we got a quick break real quick. I want to show you these shirts. I got the Caspa mug, some dark Caspa t-shirts, Caspa hoodie. And let me know if you like this shirt or not. This Caspa coin is actually pretty cool. I've seen where people have been buying this one pretty frequently, and this is the white t-shirt. Let me know if you like the dark or the white t-shirts. And I'll put the link in the comment section. Remember, Caspa. So I think we'll go to the crypto bubble here. So for the last hour, Caspa is up 2.4%. And for the day, Caspa is down 4%. Katina is down 1.3%. For the month, Caspa's up 63.2% and Kadena's up 13.8%. And for the week, Caspa's up 2.8% while Kadena is down 6.1%. So we'll look at the mining numbers here. Look at the Hive OS. Hive OS has Caspa as the top mined coin at 15% of the Hive OS network. And Caspa's doing 16% of all algorithms on Hive OS. That just goes to the breakdown of which GPUs people are using and which mining software for GPUs. So that was just some information real quick. And we'll get to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap says Caspa's down 4.01%. Bitcoin's down 4.14%, and Ethereum is down 4.36%. So for the Live Coin Watch is saying market cap for Caspa is 431 million. Volume is 11 million. Volume versus market cap is 2.69%, and the all-time high is 0.0437. So today we're up 0.99% in the last hour, down 4.99% in the last 24 hours, down 7.134 in the last 7 days, up 60.53% in the last 30 days, and down 30% in the last 90 days. But for the year, we're up 10,000.5%. And for some reason, Kadena's not shown here. I don't know why, but I guess it's not that important. But I'll stop throwing shots at Kadena. It's just people are kind of irritating me with a lot of nonsense. But we'll stick to Caspa. So for the Caspa, current supply is 19.5 billion. And for TPS, which is transactions per second, we're at 3.2. And blocks per second is BPS, and we're at 1.4. So current price is 0.0239. Trading volume is 11.9 million. Market cap is 468 million. And current market cap rating is 2.16. But I also saw current supply is 19.5. TPS is 3.6, which is transactions per second. BPS is 0.8, which is blocks per second. Latest price is 0.0239. Trading volume today is 11.9 million. Market cap is 468 million. And the total mine today is 67.49%. Next reduction is 27 days, and it'll be down to 185 CAS per block. So here's some more. Thought there was another one. If not, we can actually start that video. So here we go. This is November, and they're comparing CAS to Cardano speed, the awareness for the research and purposes. And I'll put this in the video. I'm not going to put it here because the Caspa has had upgrades since this link. So I don't think that would actually be the best determining of its speed. So here's a video I found from Elijah Awan, and he's comparing Caspa, 10,000 Caspa to 10,000 Cardano. Let's see what he has to say.
Of the coins are in circulation of Kadena. So yes, Kadena is hugely retraced from all-time highs, but there will be people and more issuance coming in the market. There'll be more tokens being dumped. So you've got to factor that into your calculation. Okay, particularly you'll see how that matters when I price in Kadenas as well. So a 700x gets you to now $100 billion in market cap, and these are the price points which I would never budget in. When I do my modeling like this before I buy a token, I have my base cases. These two would be my base cases. So if I've got a project like Kadena, and I start investing, these are the amounts I'm going to lose, right? The amount I invest today. So if I choose to go light, I'm going to invest that much, medium or heavy, this is how much I'm going to invest in. If I mess up, this is what I'm going to lose. Now, my upside, I'm going, this is a base case. Definitely. This is very possible. And even that one there is possible. But these two here, I would never expect those to happen. If they happen, fantastic. And when I invest in 5, 6, 7, up to 10 different altcoins, let's say, a certain percentage of those will hit the moon cases. They will hit some of these and they'll outperform even what you model. But you cannot expect this to happen. You should not be pricing for these to happen because this relies on so many things going right for your coin to hit these price targets. So let's start off with the 700x, getting Kadena token to $411. That's going to mean $100 billion roughly, give or take here, on the market cap for Kadena. Again, it sounds outrageous, but I need you guys to understand that a project like Cardano, which I also hold by the way, was sitting close to these kinds of levels in a bull market without being launched, right? Before the Alonzo smart contract platform was built, right? So this is the kind of mindset you have to remember. When the FOMO kicks in a bull market, everything becomes elevated. Bitcoin sets the pace, Ethereum starts moving, and the different altcoins move behind. So you have to think in that mindset when you're doing your modeling as well. And then I put in the crazy one, which is your 4,000x, getting Kadena to 2,300. And that is the size of Bitcoin, right? That's crazy, but that's the size of Bitcoin even right now here in this bear market. So again, you're making the argument that Bitcoin continues to do what it wants to do. Maybe it goes to 1 trillion, it doubles from where it is now. Maybe it goes even more, 1.5 trillion, maybe 2 trillion, right? Loads of people calling crazy price targets on Bitcoin. That's for a separate video. And then you're arguing that, oh, look, Kadena could be the reserve, it could be the backup, it could be the other proof of work chain with more scalability, more efficiency, right? People can actually use it. And maybe then you can justify that in a bull market. Why can't it get to 500 billion? That's the argument you're making there. But again, I would never plan for that. But that's going to turn your $500 into 2.3 million, and your 11 grand will go up to 47 million. That's just an absolute life-changing, game-changing kind of situation there, but you would never price that in. Very, very important. You wouldn't price that in. You make sure your more sensible targets are what you're modeling for and what you're aiming for your investment. Now, how does that stack up to Caspa? Because the question a lot of you will be thinking is, I've got a little bit to invest. Which one do I go into, right? Both proof of works. Maybe you've got some proof of stake in your portfolio. Maybe you've got some Bitcoin. You've got some Ethereum as well. And you're thinking, I want some alternative plays. I want some proof of work in my portfolio. Which one do I go for? Well, let's do the same exercise. Let's now take a look at Caspa, sitting at 2 cents. 2 cents right now, but it's important, guys. 2 cents versus Kadena's 59 cents does not mean that Caspa is cheaper. You have to look at market cap. Remember, I know a lot of you will know this already, but there's a new crypto investor trader born every single day. It's important we explain that to them. 2 cents here is not cheaper than 59. Look at the market cap. It's sitting at 460 million versus the 140 million of Kadena. So roughly, you're talking 3 times more expensive to buy Caspa than it is to buy Kadena. You've got to factor that in, okay? So you're not going to get the crazy same levels of returns as a Kadena will. You're buying at a higher valuation on Caspa right now. So if you wanted to buy 25,000 Caspa tokens, it's going to cost you $580. I tried to keep the same numbers invested as above. Again, your 1,100 quid is going to get you 50,000, and your $11,000 invested today is going to get you 500,000 Caspa tokens sitting in your wallet. So now we want to get back to all-time highs. Again, same as we did for Kadena. Nothing crazy. It should very comfortably get back to all-time highs. And in fact, if we look at the chart here on Caspa, we're not far off, right? If you take the measured move here, you can see here we are not far off here from our all-time highs on Caspa. Very possible for it to do quite comfortably. So when we look at that as our base case, that's going to take our $580 and double it. Great stuff. And it's going to take our 11 grand and change it into 23 grand. Not too shabby, Not too shabby. But we want more than that. So let's keep going. Let's look at a 10x. A 10x gets us to 23 cents per token, and now we're sitting at $4.5 billion. Where would that put us currently? Let's take a look. $4.5 billion puts you here at between Shiba Inu and Avalanche. Okay, this is where you'll be sat here on Caspa in order to justify that return of a 10x. And again, is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Now that's saying in a bear market. Again, when all of these projects run, when the floor price of everything goes up, getting to 4.5 billion, I'm telling you guys from experience, and that's the previous cycle, I'm expecting a lot more money flowing into cryptocurrency in this next bull run cycle. $4.5 billion is not a crazy valuation for a layer one solution. Okay. And again, with it being proof of work, with that being, an opportunity given the SEC attacking a lot of the proof of stake coins, I can see this becoming a hot narrative. Then we want to look at 100x. And 100x is where things start to get juicy. Okay. Now we're talking getting to $2.35. Okay. $2.35 and a $45 billion market cap. In current market, that's crazy. $45 billion will put you straight here above BNB. You'd be in the top 3 here. Okay, it's insane. Now, after Bitcoin, Ethereum, you'd basically be the next platform there. Okay, because you have to take out stablecoin. That's crazy. But again, I've got to remind you guys that in a bull market, you start to see crazy things happening. Money will be looking to flow in places. And I'll remind you that Cardano was sitting there at those kind of price points, right? Up in that 90 billion area. $90 billion without smart contracts being launched. That's what happens in a bull market. You guys have to be aware of that. And that $90 billion, which I'm talking about there for Cardano, will give you a 200x here on your Caspa tokens. So now we're talking your 500 today if this gets to the size that Cardano was without having anything built at the time, guys, and I'm saying that not to shun Cardano, I hold Cardano, there's nothing built at that time. It was just the alternative to Ethereum at the time, which was a concept and it wasn't built. You're talking $2.3 million there if you invest that 11 grand today. So these are interesting price targets, and all of these you can rationalize. Now we're going to come onto the crazy ones. But before I come onto the crazy ones, it is always important that I talk about the circulation, right? 68% of the tokens are in circulation, much better than the 24% here on Kadena. So you've got to look at the pros and cons. Caspa is more expensive than Kadena pound for pound. Yes, it is. They're both proof of work. And again, this is not meant as a fundamental breakdown of these tokens. If you want that, I could do a head-to-head video where I break down the fundamentals. But from a tokenomics perspective, the Caspa is more expensive, yes, but the circulation is far better. There's less dumping going on. They only have 32% more to be issued, right? Kadena has 76% still needs to come into the market here. So there's a lot more Kadena tokens that need to be coming into this market. You need to understand that. So when we're looking here, now we go to our crazy price target, and that is the 1200x to get you up towards Bitcoin size. Okay, and if you do that, if this gets to Bitcoin size, Casper, you're talking your 500 turns into 700,000, your 1,000 turns into 1.4 million, and your 11 grand turns into 14 million. Not as impressive as the Kadena returns, right? No, they're not, because if you look at it, like I said, Casper is more expensive right now. And also, these does not price into the fact that more tokens will be issued. So it's not as easy to get these numbers. You've got to take that with a pinch of salt as well. So the breakdown is there. Which one do you prefer, guys? Do you prefer Caspa? Do you prefer Kadena? Me personally, I'm going to be DCing into both these projects. When you look at how I might have built out my portfolio, I've got my Bitcoin, I've got my Ethereum, I've got my layer one solutions. Within those layer one solutions, I'm making a very definitive breakdown of proof of stake and proof of work, and never more so than now, given what the SEC are doing. That's very, very important. Now, if you remember, if you guys have been watching my Kadena videos in the past, why would I invest in Kadena? I'd invest in Kadena because it was a hedge for me. Everything in my portfolio outside of Bitcoin is proof of stake, right? And I was so right to do that because I didn't know ETH 2.0 was going to happen. And then when ETH 2.0 finally came to fruition, even my Ethereum bit was proof of stake. So now everything is proof of stake apart from Bitcoin. So I had to add some Kadena. And now, given where the SEC is going, I want to make a more conscious effort to add more Caspa as well. And if you want to break down going into the fundamentals of each of these projects, how they stack up, there are some Kadena videos which I'll already link up for you guys. But if you want some Caspa ones as well, you've got to let me know in the comments. But hopefully this video gives you an idea of how I model up my pricing, because everybody just sits there and goes, oh, can my token 1000x? I'm going to buy this token and FOMO into it and hope it 1000x's. What does it actually mean to 10x? What does it actually mean to 20x? Right? This is what it means. When somebody says, can Kadena 50x? Yes, 50x just takes it to all-time high. And so 11 grand invested today to get you $500,000, is that a good risk to reward? In my opinion, yes. Do your own research, right? This is not advice for you guys. If I'm sitting here and going 11 grand today invested to double my money here for Caspa just to get to all-time highs, is that worth it? Yes. Do I think it can 10x up to $4.50, $4.5 billion market cap? Arguably, yes. And so if I'm investing 11 grand to get 117, is that bad? Nice. Now, would I price in these ones? No. I would never make an investment decision going, oh, I'm going to invest 11,000 today and it's going to turn into 14 million. No. There is so much that will go on between now and here that you cannot price that in. But what you can do is these middle ground ones here, right? Getting back to all-time high, getting to the size of a project which you know is inferior or you've seen in a previous cycle and you're expecting this next cycle should.
So there's the breakdown of what $10,000 will be in Kadena and in Caspa. And if you can see with the price point, it seems like Caspa would be a better investment. So I'm not sure what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to check out the certs I listed. Remember, Caspa, Caspa, Caspa. And yes, this is a Monday video, so let me know what you guys think about it. And remember, let's get back to the money, guys.